first time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
This is Tommy Watt for TTT Boxing and IFL TV. I'm joined by former world champion Billy the Kid Dibb. Thanks for joining us, Billy. How's things?
Yeah, things are great. Going really well. Just staying in the gym, being active, and now that I'm working with Jeff Fenech, just working on some new things, and hopefully come the time when I fight for the world title, I'll be in good condition and ready to go.
Yeah, it's a man who knows all about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so how's that been? I know he's a hard trainer to work with. He works everyone very hard. Are you feeling that on the fitness side of things?
Yeah, definitely. Look, Jeff Fenech's he's a fitness fanatic. You know what I mean? And he definitely takes your fitness to a whole new level. And you know, I saw that in not my last fight, but the fight before. I fought an 8-rounder, and my punch output was like anywhere between 60 to 90 punches a round. You know, which is it's a lot different for me, you know, because I don't usually throw that many punches. But Jeff's working on trying to get me more composed, more aggressive, and throwing a lot more shots, and it's actually working at the moment, so I'm really happy with the way it's going. Yeah,
so you bounced around a little bit. I know you had a bit of time out with Garcia in America, which I imagine would have been great to be around that level of guys, but it's nice to be training back in Australia again.
It was amazing to be out there with Garcia and with the team. You know, I was living and training with Garcia. It was an amazing experience, and the sparring out there is world class. You know, you got the best of the best in the gym, so the work that I got was definitely definitely top caliber work, you know, so I know that I can still mix it with the best of them. You know, the guys out there are super talented, and Garcia is a great trainer, and you know, we had a great time together, but you know, he's really busy with his other fighters, and you know, unfortunately, you know, he really didn't have the time to sort of invest into training me and stuff like that, so you know, I decided that it was probably going to be best to come home and try to relocate and work something out. And just so happened to be that I ran into Jeff Fenech one night and had to talk to him, and he was super keen to train me, and I was super keen to train with him, so it worked hand in hand.
Yeah, his passion's infectious, Jeff. I feel like he almost went off the sport a few years ago, but Brock Jarvis sort of breathed life back into his passion, and now he seems to be right back amongst it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, you know, Brock Jarvis is just a young, tenacious kid who has got so much ability and so much desire to be a great fighter, and Jeff Fenech loves that, you know, and Brock does everything 100%. Nothing he does is at 50% or 90%. Everything is at 100%. When he runs, it's 100%, sparring 100%, bag work, pad work, whatever he does is always at 100%. And you know, to be around a kid like that, definitely is bringing the best out of me, you know, because to see his desire, that reminds me of me when I was a kid, and I know that if I want to be successful again, I need to get that desire back.
Yeah, recapture that the desire of youth, and say he is so young, and he's done so much in short space of time. The sky's really the limit for Brock.
Yeah, definitely. Look, you know, Jeff really believes in him, and you know, Brock's basically brought Jeff out of retirement. You know, Jeff was no longer wanting anything to do with the game, but you know, through Brock coming back to boxing and wanting to box and wanted to be a champion, you know, I think that's given Jeff the motivation, and Brock's got all the talent in the world. You know, I really believe in him, and I believe that, you know, guided properly and at the weight that he fights at, he's, you know, the kid's 5'9", and he fights at like a, you know, light super flyweight, and so the kid's got amazing reach, amazing you know, height and everything like that. So, and on top of that, the kid, he's got, like, he's strong, you know, he's very, very strong for his weight, and I believe that, you know, with Jeff Fenech's guidance, the kid can do anything that he wants to do.
Yeah, so, and you're reaping the rewards of that now, getting the benefits of Jeff's wisdom.
Yes.
So what's the plan for yourself moving forward? I know there was talk of yourself and Gervonta Davis, and that was looking like it might have gone to purse bids. Do you know what the situation is?
I have no idea what's going on. You know, all I know is that Gervonta Davis has today announced that he's going to be fighting. Well, not that he announced it, but you know, there's been talks that he's going to be fighting Jesus Cuellar, who is a former WBA champion who lost the title to Abner Mares. I mean, that's what's surfaced on social media today, but you know, all I know is that I'm the highest ranked super featherweight in the IBF, and I know that I'm definitely next in line to fight for the title. So whether it's going to be, you know, whether Ogawa keeps the title or gets suspended or whatever it is, you know, it's either going to be me, Ogawa, Farmer, or Gervonta, whoever it is. It doesn't matter who it is, you know, I'm going to go out there and give it the best shot that I can, and I know that working under Jeff, I'm going to be super fit, and you know, if it's going to go 12 rounds, I want to be there for the whole 12 rounds.
Yeah, and so Davis obviously got a PR machine behind him, but like I say, you are above him in the rankings. So, are you confident that you'll get that shot before him?
Oh, definitely. I'm next in line. You know, they cannot deny me. I'm next in line. So, you know, everyone's ranked under me. There's no one in front of me, so I'm definitely next in line. It's just a matter of time. You know, I'm just sitting tight right now. You know, the two fights that I had with Jeff Fenech were more or less just fights to sort of warm into working with Jeff. You know, so Jeff and I have been working together really well, and the 2 fights went really, really well. And so, you know, and they weren't against the greatest of opposition, but it wasn't supposed to be against great opposition. We were just supposed to be working on certain things, and you know, I passed with flying colours, and Jeff's really happy, and I'm happy, and you know, as I said, you know, what's to come is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, exciting times ahead. Definitely looking forward to seeing you in another world title fight. And just one of the old guards of Australian boxing. Now there's a crop of youngsters coming through, and we've got guys like Jeff Horn and even younger guys and him coming through, guys like Nathaniel May. So what are your thoughts on sort of the younger guys coming through?
Man, when you're talking about young fighters that are coming through, like, you know, I just did some rounds today with Ibrahim Bella. You know, he's a good kid, and then you got Luke Jackson, Paul Fleming, you know, and then you got the outstanding Bilal Dib. You know, I think, you know, Bilal's got a lot of talent. You know, I just feel like, you know, he had a bad loss in America, and you know, he's going to bounce back better than ever. But you know, you got other great fighters like Paul Fleming, you know, Nathaniel May. You know, there's another kid from the Gold Coast who's really, really good. He's a southpaw, really slick kid, Italian boy, I think. So he's with Angelo DiCarlo's son.
Liam Paro.
He's a good fighter, and you know, like I said, there's the pool of talent in Australia right now is amazing, and I feel like, you know, people like Paul Fleming and Luke Jackson and Bilal Dib and Liam Paro and you know, the Maloney brothers, and they're all knocking on the door. You know what I mean? There's so much great talent. And then you got young Brock coming up. You know, my younger brother Yusuf is inactive at the moment, but we're going to see what we're going to do, pick it back up with him again. But you know, there's so much talent in Australia, you know, and I think Australia is healthier than ever with boxing.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were times in your career where you say yourself and Mundine were pretty much the only names in the sport. And now there's
Mundine did a great job for boxing in Australia. You know, he's the reason why. You know, he's one of the reasons why I wanted to become world champion. You know, seeing him win the world title against Antoine Eccles that night, that was the most inspiring thing for me. You know, and then you got people like, you know, obviously Danny Green, Sakya Bika. You got people like, you know, Robbie Peden, who had done it in the past. You know, all these sort of fighters, great fighters. You know, but we learned from the best of them. You know, I mean, we had great fighters like Nadal Hussein and Hussein, who were from our, you know, from our community.
Yeah.
They inspired us, and you know, we went on to do good things because of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, as you mentioned, younger brother there, the conveyor belt of Dibs continues. We'll keep a watchful eye on that. But thanks a lot for your time. I know you had some hard rounds and probably keen to get off. So thanks for your time tonight, Billy.
Thank you very much.
Speak to you very soon.
Thanks for the support, guys. God bless.
Cheers, mate.
Time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.